Hey guys, what's up? Today I have an RU match. This one is against Cool T. I actually found him on Smogon and then he messaged me on Skype shortly after. He's like, yes, fucking Wi-Fi Battle finder's glitching up on me. So I'm like, alright, whatever. So we had double communication. But anyways, this is, like I said, an RU match and I'm using Nidoking as it recently fell down along with a Escavalier and I think one more thing that I can't really think about at the time. But anyways, Nidoking's awesome because it's basically a Nidoking, except a little more bulky and a little less offensive, but that's okay. So I got the Aerodactyl lead. I'm gonna go for the taunt. Fairly obvious that he's gonna, Stealth Rock or Thunder Wave, but I could have also been like, oh, I know he's gonna know that and go for the U-turn instead. But whatever. I mean, he breaks my sash, but it's not a big deal. He switches to Gallade, and that's not a very good thing, but I want to get my Stealth Rocks up. He goes actually for the Trick, which is not very common. I know I like to do that a lot, but I guess he figured I'd probably go into Quillfish or something. I get up my rocks. Now I'm Scarfed, so I gotta switch out. But yeah, he's gonna go for Ice Punch to switch to Gallade. I figured he might want to go for the Zen Headbutt or the Psycho Cut, but he actually goes for Ice Punch. And now seeing that Quillfish is the most likely switch in because of Intimidate and Physical Wall and, resisting his Fighting Stab, and the fact that he went for Ice Punch instead of, a Psycho Cut or whatever, I should have realized that he doesn't have the Psychic Stab. I mean, at least a Stone Edge would have hit decently hard, but I really shouldn't have done this. I go for the bulk up, and then I'm going to Night Slash him, even though he has Focus Sash. I'm going to get a crit, which I think mattered, but he still lives anyways, It's like he lives because of Focus Sash that he stole from my Aerodactyl. Um, yeah, like I said, it did matter in that it did more damage, but it didn't matter in that he still lived. So I go to Quillfish now. I should have done it before. He's gonna switch out immediately because he knows he can't really hit me at all. So I'm gonna go for the spikes, and that is going to be nice, but I probably should have went for the Thunder Wave, predicting this or something fast. Like, I mean, this is actually faster than me, so I could have Thunder Waved him and then taunted him, and that would have been good to stop Stealth Rocks. But at this point, I'm going to go for Typhlosion to get in before the Stealth Rock. I'm going to go for the Eruption. I figure he's probably going to Thunder Wave me, but I'm like, my Aerodactyl is Scarfed, so I already outspeed his Acelgor and his Magmortar, guaranteed, unless Acelgor is Scarfed for some reason. And I can hit both of them with a super effective Stab Stone Edge, so I don't really need Typhlosion much. So, I mean, I figure it was worth it to get it. And who knows, he might not have Thunder Wave. Not every Uxie I've seen has it, but, like, most do. It's usually Psychic U-turn, Thunder Wave, Stealth Rock, or maybe a Heal Bell. But, yeah, so he switches into his Gallade. He knows he's going to die to Stealth Rock and or Spikes, whichever one hits first. So he does that. Then he's going to go into his Clefable. Figures Seismic Toss is coming, but he actually goes for the Double Edge, which is a little scary because I'm like, is Roselia actually faster than Clefable? And it turns out I guess I am. Which, well, I guess that makes sense because Roserade is fucking 95 speed, so I think I'm like 65 or 70. But yeah, so I put him to sleep. And then I am going to go for the rest myself to copy his status and gain up my HP so that when I switch out, my Natural Cure will give me back my full health and, not being asleepness. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch out and I'm going to go to Aerodactyl. I figured he probably would just U-turn because, I'm sleeping. I'm probably going to switch out. It'll give him the best switch initiative. So I figured go to my fastest thing. This thing outspeeds like everything ever except like Choice Scarf Deoxys speed, which is the only really common thing that's ever faster. Maybe I don't know. Have I ever seen a Scarf Jolteon? I want to say no, because that's kind of a waste. But yeah, so he switches into Garbodor. I figured it's way too obvious that he's going to switch right back to Uxie, and I figure Stone Edge is 150, Earthquake will be 200. It's not that much of a power difference. Gunk Shot is resisted, so it's like not a huge deal. I don't think he'll be able to kill me. So I go for the Stone Edge. He does switch right back to Uxie, and lo and behold, I do get it right. And he ends up dying. So I'm going to switch out to my Nidoqueen here. I figure it's a perfect chance. He's probably going to go for hazards and stuff. I mean, Stone Edge will do a lot, but I think it's at least a 2-hit KO, and I might miss. And I don't know. He might actually live, too, because, I'm not offensive. I'm max speed. Actually, no, I am max speed, max attack, I think. I'm pretty sure. I don't know why I would put max HP. I don't remember. We'll go with max attack, yeah. But yeah, so I hit him with an Earth Power, and that's going to easily take him out because I am, like I said, the offensive Nidoking version. Got that Life Orb power, just hitting people with super strong Earth powers, Life Orb, Sheer Force, all that stuff. I'm kind of, the fact I'm going just for Earth Power repeatedly is A, I don't really need to go for anything else, and B, I want him to think I'm Scarf, but I'm actually not because, that Clefable took way too much damage for me to be not Life Orb. So, yeah. Goes into his Magmortar. Unfortunately, Nidoqueen's speed is only like 70 something, so Magmortar clean outspeeds me. It's gonna hit me with that Life Orb Fire Blast, which I could have switched to Typhlosion, taken Rocks, taken Thunderbolt on the next turn because I'm paralyzed. He's obviously faster, and hit him because I have Flash Fire, so the Fire Blast would have done nothing. But it's like, whatever. But I go to Aerodactyl. I'm faster than both his guys left, which I said earlier. I go for the Stone Edge, gonna kill him, and then he's gonna go into his Selgor. He called for the miss, but even if I did, Selgor's usual attacks aren't gonna KO unless he had like HP Electric or Ground, which probably didn't. Would easily, Quillfish would easily take a hit, and then I could just Thunder Wave him, and then, not Magmortar, fucking Typhlosion outspeeds him, and I have Roselia still with HP Fire, and, So, either way, he would have died pretty easily. So, that's the battle. I hope you guys enjoyed the match. It was fairly quick, but Nidoqueen, oh man. I remember when I first made my Nidoqueen sets, I thought it was RU, because I'm like, why would anyone use it in UU when Nidoking is more offensive, right? But, there were the occasional defensive Nidoqueens, which are actually really annoying. But, yeah, so that worked out, and I killed him. I might need to change the set, though, because it is max speed timid. I think I'm going to change it to modest max speed, or max special attack, rather, and max HP, because it's like, it is more bulky, and it's like, the speed is not that high. It's like 70 something, like I said. I think it's like 76 or 79. So it's not really that great. I mean, it doesn't even hit the 80 for, like, Gallade and Metacham and all those, decent speed Pokemon. So it's not really worth maxing speed, I guess, and might as well take advantage of the bulk, make it more of a tank, kind of like a Scavalier is, although a Scavalier is way slower. And, yeah, so we'll see how that happens. I also have a few others. I actually have more Nidoqueens than Nidokings, because Nidoqueen is cooler, I think. More use as a bulky Pokemon then. Like, I mean, I do have that Nidoking set, with like Earthquake and like Dual Hazards, which I also have a Nidoking set for. But anyways, so you'll see those. Like I said, when I made Nidoqueen, I'm like, oh, it's not RU? Okay. So I didn't really use it that much, but now that it's RU, it's worth using the offensive sets. So, yeah, I'm going to stop rambling, and you guys have a nice day.